Next up is a short video on how to double your phase experiences, aka have more lucid dreams, astral projections, or OBEs, while utilizing the indirect method and your various chosen techniques to cycle through upon awakening. And so a problem that basically everybody runs into is when they do wake up, they'll feel like they're too awake to bother even trying to cycle through these techniques, because they're essentially thinking like, what's the point? I'm wide awake. But then what happens a good chunk of the time after that is you end up falling asleep relatively quickly. Anyway, so the real crux of this whole recommendation or tip here is to practice cycling through your techniques every time you wake up, no matter what. I mean, even if you do feel wide awake, just think, I'm going to use this as a practice session. Who cares what happens? And a lot of times when you take off that pressure and, you basically start thinking, just practice, who cares what happens? You're not worrying about actually trying to enter into the phase. That can get you more relaxed, get you closer to sleep, and actually raise the chances of you, in fact, being successful. So he has some things he writes here. Many think that catching that moment, so the moment of awakening, is a mandatory prerequisite for the indirect method. It generally is, but that moment of transition usually doesn't begin at the second one awakes. Rather, it arises right when performing cycles of techniques. That is, the moment of being half awake is not so much something to catch upon awakening, but more something to induce using the techniques themselves, which is a very great point. And that'll wrap it up until the next video. Keep your phase practice legit.